Survive 30 days chained to your ex, win $250,000. Part 18. Late afternoon wrapped Prague in a honeyed calm, softening the edges of rooftops and letting light pool gently in narrow lanes. Clara wandered without hurry, following the scent of lilacs and the echo of faint footsteps until she entered a secluded courtyard she had not seen before. Its walls were high and warm with sun, climbing ivy curling along stone like a green script. A few tables were scattered near a tiny cafe tucked beneath an archway. An elderly couple sat quietly sharing tea while a cat dozed in a patch of shade. In the far corner, a cluster of musicians tuned violins and cellos, their bows drawing murmured phrases that hinted at an evening rehearsal. Clara took a seat near the fountain at the courtyard's center. The water rose and fell in delicate threads, scattering circles of light onto the paving. She opened her notebook and traced the outlines of the scene: the pale fountain, the polished wood of instruments, the calm expressions of the players. One of the musicians, a tall man with silver hair, noticed her sketching and smiled. "Would you like to join us?" he asked, voice gentle, as if careful not to disturb the stillness around them. She hesitated only a heartbeat before reaching for her violin. The musicians made room, offering an unspoken welcome. Soon their bows moved together, drawing warm chords into the air. Clara felt her pulse settle into the rhythm, the sound expanding to fill every corner of the courtyard. The music gathered strength, weaving through the ivy and bouncing softly against the stone walls. Even the cat stirred, stretching lazily before curling up again, lulled by the notes. The elderly couple paused their tea, smiling faintly at the melody as it floated above the fountain's steady murmur. As the piece neared its end, Clara sensed an invisible thread binding everyone present: performers, listeners, even the drifting leaves. It was a quiet, steady bond, born not from words, but from the shared act of breathing life into sound. When the final chord faded, a hush settled over the courtyard, deeper than silence, as if the place itself had absorbed the music. Then came soft applause, not loud, but full of warmth. Clara lowered her violin, feeling gratitude rise like the fountain's clear water. The silver-haired man nodded toward her instrument. "Keep playing for this city," he said simply. "It answers those who speak to it with care." She returned his smile, tucking the memory away like a treasured note between pages. As evening shadows lengthened, she packed her violin and stepped back into the alleyways, carrying with her a sense of belonging that glowed as surely as the last rays of sun across the courtyard stones.